It's the final televised PBA Tour event of the year. And yes, world number one EJ Tacket is the one to beat as he seeks his 5th title of the season. Can anyone stop the 3-time player of the year? Find out as the PBA Tour finals continue next on CBS Sports Network. It is time for day 2 of the 2025 PBA Tour Finals. From Steel City Bowl and Brews in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, it's the annual gathering of the top 8 bowlers on the PBA Tour in points over the last 2 years. Positioning round play is over. Now it's time for the group stepladder finals. Group 1 features the top-ranked player in the world, EJ Tacket, event first-timer Grand Fach. Bill O'Neill, the home-tie hero, and 2-time champ for this tournament, Troup. Group 2 finals we'll see tonight on CBS Sports Network at 7 Eastern. Andrew Anderson leads the way after an opening game 279 yesterday. The best of positioning round shows. The number 2 slot belongs to Marshall Kemp, followed by 2 two-time winners of this tournament, Jason Belmonte and Anthony Simonson. Welcome, bowling fans, to the Lehigh Valley, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The crowd is ready. We're ready for day 2 of the PBA Tour Finals. They love the Hall of Famer Randy Pedersen. I'm Dave Ryan. 5 hours, Randy, of live coverage by 10 Eastern. We'll crown a champion of the PBA Tour. And the Bowl TV highlight, well, we know it's a subject. Got to be EJ Tacket.
Yeah, EJ Tacket was simply brilliant yesterday, averaging just south of 250 for his 3 games. And in the one-game match against Grand Fach to determine the number 1 seed in the stepladder finals for Group 1, Tacket gets off to a red-hot start during the first 5 in a row. He would finish with 8 of 9, and it was a slaughter, 258-211. I said it yesterday, I'll say it today, EJ Tacket is the man to beat.
Stepladder here tonight in Group 1. We start with Troup, 2-time winner of this event, head-to-head with the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neill. Winner takes on the low lefty Grand Fach. Player of the year favorite EJ Tacket awaits all comers as the top seed in a race to 2 match to see who wins Group 1 here tonight. When we come back to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, it is time to ball. We start the Group 1 stepladder with a tremendous match. Troup, Bill O'Neill next.
The PBA on CBS Sports Network is presented by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you.
All right, Randy, let's take a look at tonight's oil patterns, powered by Kegel.
Monicelli, 40 feet on the right, Petraglia, 46 feet on the left, and look for urethane primarily to go down that right lane, especially early on. On the left lane, the players are going to be playing much deeper, feeding the ball in between 3rd and 4th arrow to start. Grand Fach, our lone southpaw, he'll probably use urethane on both lanes.
Now let's meet our bowlers.
He owns 12 PBA Tour titles with 2 majors. 2-time PBA Finals champion, Troup.
Quick react on a strike, so we can't
Troup's day 2 begins with urethane left lane. 2-pin.
Something we did not see yesterday. And that's the urethane on the left lane, unless it was Grand Fach. We didn't see it from the righties.
So, early change of strategy. What do you think?
It's early.
Frustrated day for Kyle yesterday. 4th slot, 204, 246 games. Has his mark.
A 15-time PBA champion with 3 majors, the PBA Hall of Famer, the real deal, Bill O'Neill.
Langhorne, PA, about an hour and a half drive from here in Bethlehem. He's got a lot of family and friends here today, about 12 in the house, to watch the Hall of Famer in action. His Sunday starts. Solid shot. 10-pin remains.
There's that old school beautiful form of Bill O'Neill. Got him to the Hall of Fame. Just great technique.
Got that 10-pin. Had some trouble yesterday with single pin spare conversions. 452 two-game total pinfall for O'Neill. 219, 233 games. Third slot. His Arsenal RP.
Going with stealth mode on the left lane, black pearl urethane on the right.
Tries the left lane. There you go. And a bump on the 10-pin.
I was just going to say bump on the 10.
We think alike, you and I. We've been doing these for a long time, Randy.
It's
our
early.
23rd year together.
It's early and we're already in sync. It's a good sign.
It's a good sign beginning 5 hours of live coverage.
Kyle Troup going with IQ Tour 78U on both lanes. The Thane.
Nicely done.
Kyle talked about working real hard on his game the last couple of weeks with his coach Sean Ryan, and one of the things he's been working on, believe it or not, is trying to get more tilt with his upper body early. So if we backed it up just a bit, you'd see it was a little bit more up and down to start, but he's trying to get more lean in that direction. What it does is it increases his flat spot at the bottom of the swing and makes that window bigger.
As he told us here in Bethlehem, worked extensively with Sean Ryan to get things together. Practiced a lot after the playoffs. Well, ready for a big weekend. That's a good shot. Crunches the pocket with power. Beauty.
Yeah, we call that high flush in the biz.
He's energized early. That's a good sign for KT. Maybe not so much for the real deal. Let's find out. O'Neill had to really hurry up. Didn't quite get to the pocket. Leaves the 2-pin.
Okay, he missed that one at the bottom just a bit.
Fifth appearance for Bill at the PBA Tour Finals. Here last year as well in front of the family and friends. Had his best finish of 3rd. Has a spare. Defended the players on tonight's show. Bowl a perfect game. Everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling, courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Had a lot of perfection in this event before. The last 4 televised 300 games have all been at the PBA Tour Finals. Won't have it here yet. On Championship Sunday.
A lot of time left.
I'm hoping.
Early on, both players trying to shake a little bit of the nerves, and I don't care how many times you've made television, those first couple of shots are Well, they can be a bit unnerving. See the heavy breathing, the heavy sigh.
A lot more intense than yesterday. Positioning around yesterday, now it's for real. He's won this event twice. He has a 300 game in this event. Back in 2022 outside Seattle. He's performed so well at the PBA Tour Finals. Wants to keep it going here today. 2023, June 25th, Angela wins Arlington, Washington. Fire games of 268-266, and Sweet Chris Prather win his 10th career PBA Tour title. He became the PBA Hall of Fame eligible as well with the win when he crosses the 20-year service mark. Troup is Hall of Fame bound. It's a great run for him outside Seattle. Was he ever pumped? Wants to hold that trophy again here in 2025 in the Lehigh Valley. So a four-bagger, 30-pin lead.
Oh, let me catch one.
Flat 10.
Yeah, it's a little pretty. A little pretty.
Again, that flat spot is that release zone about 6 inches behind and in front of the slide foot. Get that window nice and big, and then it increases your margin for error at the release point.
10-pin, no problem.
Typically, we talk about that tilt that Kyle's been working on, and O'Neill's just the opposite. He's working on keeping his back and upper body much more upright, especially early on, just unfolding his push away, but keeping his shoulders back. When he tips too early and too quickly, his swing starts to get steep, and then that flat spot at the bottom of the swing, it's very, very small, very narrow.
Interesting. Vastly different things they're practicing. O'Neill right lane.
That was a good shot. He got all of that one.
10-pin.
Come on.
Exactly. 2 10-pins already on the right lane for O'Neill. But O'Neill, the higher seed, got to choose which lane he would finish the match on. He will finish on the left lane. And that lane, thus far, is perfect.
New inductee into the PBA Hall of Fame.
What a great night. What a great speech. One of the best I've heard in many years, going to the Hall of Fame dinner for so long. My first one was back in 1986. That's almost 40 years ago. And that was my first Hall of Fame dinner. Tangiers, Akron, Ohio.
Pretty awesome. You've been the MC. I've seen you do that, the Hall of Fame dinner. Very cool.
Yep, did that a couple of times. This year I inducted George Branham III, my dear friend, into the hall. It's pretty special evening for so many.
You saw the win probability a moment ago. 6 frame works on a spare, down 19. O'Neill needs some strikes. That's how you do it. Well, he said that night in Akron he never thought he'd be in the Hall of Fame. Some guys are preordained to be there. He had to work really hard to get that far, the real deal. Head-to-head with Troup today in Bethlehem. Great match. Weekday mornings, 6 a.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Don't miss former quarterback Romo Esiason, radio personality Greg Giannotti, discussing the hottest topics in sports. Set the alarm on your phone. Brew the coffee. Get ready. It's a great show. Great match here in Bethlehem, PA. Dave, Randy, our entire crew. Championship Sunday is underway at the PBA Tour Finals. Troup by 19. On the break. Works on a spare 6 frame. O'Neill works on a strike. It's go time. searches the pocket.
Laser focused halfway through game one. That man right there, Kyle Troup. Right between second and third arrow. And that's pretty darn good right there.
Oh, I have a moment. Kyle wanted us to give a shout out to his friend Reggie, bowler in Ohio. Had a really big health scare last night and wants to send his very best to his buddy. Hoping for a quick recovery. Roll by 29, left lane. Oh, rigging 10-pin. Good shot, but no break.
Well, like O'Neill on the right lane, Kyle Troup's 10-pin issues are on the left lane. Only one ball. Let's see, 2 shots haven't been in the pocket. Troup went light frame 1, O'Neill frame 3.
Has his 10-pin. Has his spare. Troup leads the all-time head-to-head series between these superstars on TV 3-1. Last time they matched up 2022 PBA playoffs in Lake Wales, Florida.
All right, this is to cut it to 9. And with 2, he can take the lead.
Good shot in the 7th for the real deal. It's there. 60 feet to success. Plasters the pocket. Nothing but shrapnel remaining. The O'Neill family is here. There's Gavin, Christy, and the kids. We talked about 12 family members have made the trip today. About an hour and a half from Langhorne, PA. Huge Phillies, Eagles, Flyers fan, as you might imagine. Sixers. Now a Hall of Famer. Well up by 1. Turned away, didn't like it at all. It's runaway Brooklyn and the unusual 5-pin lead.
Big miss. Big miss left.
Too perfect. Come on.
Watch this. As soon as he lets it go, he knows.
Got the 5-pin, but could have taken the lead in that frame.
Miserable. Such a miserable shot.
And the family knows that was a tough phase of this match. Grandpa, lone lefty, awaits the winner of this one in our Group 1 stepladder final. The very top is the top seed, #1 ranked player in the world, E.J. Tacket. For Troup.
Compared to yesterday, it is quiet in here when these players step up on the approach. I don't know if they're pacing themselves or what, but remember how loud and ruckus it was in here yesterday? These players step up on the approach right now, and it is very quiet.
Much more intense, and we saw that when the bowlers entered the center here today in Bethlehem. A lot more business-like. Yesterday was important. Today it's Elimination Sunday. And Troup has the win probability at plus 72%.
Strike here gets him into the 220s. Bill O'Neill, if he strikes out, his max score is 229.
elimination frame for a 20-pin lead. Got it.
Go! Give it to him!
Pretty much must-strike territory now for O'Neal.
There's that record we talked about. His ninth really needs it, and doesn't leave the bucket, but just as damaging.
That one go high flush, and that one doesn't hook at all. That one go.
2-5-8 leave, loses count.
All but over now. Troup just needs good count, and that's if O'Neal covers this 2-5-8 and strikes out.
Covers nicely there. All-time 2-5 record, 227 plus average, 10 games in this event entering play. But he's in big trouble now late in our first match.
216 now, max score for O'Neal. Troup's already into the 220s.
That's a lot better on that left lane. We talked this week about a lot of pressure bowling in front of family and friends. Didn't feel great at the TOC after being inducted to the Hall of Fame. A lot of emotion that weekend for him. Was really looking forward to this event. So close to home to have a big weekend. Now he's in a big hole.
2 more to force Troup to mark.
There's one.
Kicking himself for that shot in the 8th frame where he went runaway Brooklyn.
Allowed 2 re-recs, calls for 1 here. He told us this week, just great to be out with the stars of the sport. Top 8 PBA Tour points list last 2 years. Especially part of that, but hope to be raising the trophy at about 10 Eastern tonight.
.214. 9 on the first ball for Troup will do it.
Dang it.
And relax. Building on that shot. That's the agony of defeat right there.
Just 9 for the win. In the 10th for Troup. With the step ladder in Group 1 to take on Grand Fach. Needs 9. Gets 8.
Yeah, that's me.
One of the two. If he just gets one, it's 215. O'Neal 214.
Needs one. Has two. Has to win. It wasn't easy. But Kyle Troup will advance up the step ladder in Group 1. Get by the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neal. Lone southpaw in this event. Graham Fach is next.
Kyle going to look at a different ball right here. Is going with some reactive. Moves way in. More hook. That's pretty good.
Looked really good. Future Hall of Famer takes out the recently inducted Hall of Famer. And a 227-214 win for Kyle Troup. Next up is the lefty Graham Fach. Here on CBS Sports Network, underway Championship Sunday. Welcome back, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. 2025 PBA Tour Finals here on CBS Sports Network. They've run alongside the Hall of Famer Randy Pedersen. Ready for match 2. Graham Fach, last practice shot before he'll take on Kyle Troup. He just dispatched the Hall of Famer Bill O'Neal.
Okay.
227-214 in the opening match.
And that's it, right? That's 6? I wasn't counting.
Group 1 final, step ladder bowling.
I was 2 and 4. I already used 2 and 4. All right. All right. You good? Bye, brother.
He is a 2-time PBA champion with 6 top 10 finishes this season. The Canadian Cannon, Graham Fach.
I like the nickname. Born in Guelph, Ontario, not far from Toronto. Now lives in Urbana, Ohio.
And the winner of this match takes on the #1 seed, E.J. Tacket, in a 2-game match. First to 2.
Foul as day starts. Good looking shot in the 1-2 pocket.
So the lone left-hander, will it be an advantage?
You saw him pre-show, he said, I've got to get out to a good start. Didn't feel comfortable in the qualifying yesterday. But in terms of approach to the pocket, with the dual lane pattern, didn't feel like there were a lot of adjustments he had to make. Troup stays in urethane. On the right lane to begin his second match. Ooh. Help on the 10.
Gotta go slow down a little bit.
The little light tickler here by Troup on the right lane with the urethane, as you mentioned, staying with it. 7-10 standing, 7-10 no more.
Sigh of relief from Kyle Troup. 6th appearance of this event, won twice. .235 plus average. Took 10 pin there at the PBA Tour Finals. Heading into this season's event. And a really good start to his second match.
Six-pin, second from the right, just caving the 10 in. 10-pin sent to the blue tent for protocol.
Tries the right lane. Oh boy. Tough split. 3-7.
That one never grabbed the lane on that shorter pattern, the Monticelli 40 feet. And now he's got some work to do to avoid the open frame. And try to get the ball over to the right side of the 3-pin, cut it into the 7.
Tough one.
Great shot.
Converts it. 3-7 split. How about it? For good reason, the clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. The sign was pre-made. Love that, Randy.
Brilliant. Just how you draw it up right here. Great shot by Graham. What a season for him.
He told us by far the best of his career.
Yep.
Put up in Delaware with a victory to start the season. Incredible consistency.
You got to be kidding me.
Defying the laws of physics.
There's the Dave Ryan Paralyzer 5.
How does the 5 not fall? Hands are up.
The ball hit it. Another pin hit it from the other side. It's off spot. Unreal.
He's got his own hand up there. If he misses, bowling tradition, league bowling, gotta buy a drink for everybody in the house. Who has their hand up?
Oh, no.
Oh, I did it.
He did it! Oh, no, is right.
That's going to be expensive.
So that's a lot of drinks.
That's going to be expensive.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Remember, O'Neal left one last game. He threw his urethane ball straight at it.
A little bit more.
It was off spot, remember that, and just a whiff. Goodness. By quite a bit.
Look at the fans' reaction.
Very rare to leave a 5-pin for a pro, and almost impossible to see him miss one. So, hence the reactions. Troup want to take advantage of all that mess from Grand Fach. That's how you do it. Got the first 3.
Another light mixer for Troup on the right lane. He's not interested in any drink. He's interested in kicking some butt here and advancing to take on E.J. Tacket.
Sorry, Tony. Yeah, if I can, yeah.
Great success at this event.
Kyle Troup taking a timeout to avoid shot clock violation.
He'll get himself reset. Hours of practice after the playoffs, put in his time. Came in at Bethlehem feeling on top of his game. After adjustments with toe rep Sean Ryan. And can you believe it's the dreaded 7-10 split.
All right, Adam, maybe we're supposed to make this thing. Maybe we're supposed to make it.
Well, it's only been made 4 times on television on the PBA Tour.
You keep going? Come on.
Fans are into it. How about it, Kyle? Almost. Good try. We're going to kick the 7 across the deck to the 10-pin, but turns out to be the open frame. Last 7-10 conversion on TV remains Anthony Nyer.
The Ginger Assassin.
The Ginger Assassin. At the National Stadium Marino, U.S. Open 2021.
Black pearl urethane for Graham on both lanes.
His version of the double wood.
Light again on that right lane. This time no 7-pin with it.
Lefties double wood 3-9.
Big break right there.
We've seen a lot of fireworks here in our second match. Needs the cover, does so nicely. That's an important mark. Flashback, January 25th, we talked about it. Mid-County Lanes Entertainment, Middletown, Delaware. Third seed Graham Fach knocked off Jacob Butcher, the top seed, all lefty final 277-200 for a second career title. His first in almost 9 years, 3,261 days. Became the first Canadian to win a PBA Tour event in 2016 when he won the PBA Players Championship for his lone major. He set an incredible start to the year. Great shot left lane there, crunches the 1-2 pocket, really kick-started a fantastic season to earn his first ever trip to the PBA Tour Finals.
Look at him work the inside part of that bowling ball in the downswing, gets his hand in a great spot.
Troup's up 18, but works on an open in the fifth frame. Matches change dramatically. No help, 10-pin stands.
Urethane 10, quitter 10. 6-pin sidewall, just no energy to get it to the 10-pin. But at least the 7's not with it.
Not this time. Critical cross lane, single pin, spare conversion, got that. So here comes Graham Fach. He's up. He's had his opportunities. He's working on a strike his next turn. Kyle still has the advantage. So the max scores.
She about done.
All right, well,
2-pin is up for him.
got the stretch.
Did you hear what he just said? She about done. You know what that means, right? What does that mean?
Ball change.
He's getting ready to go to reactive resin on that left lane.
Get out of that urethane.
He about done. He danced with her for a game and a half.
Has a spare, has a lead, but Fach has his chance when he comes up next. Working on a strike. Fach, Troup, head-to-head. Great bowling on CBS Sports Network tonight. Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley. Resuming second match here. Troup, Fach, head-to-head.
All right, let's get out of the floor and talk with Graham Fach. Graham, congrats on a great 2025. You're only trailing by 17. What adjustments do you make to get back in this?
I mean, the lanes right now are a little tighter on both lanes. You don't get a lot of practice shots coming into these matches, so I'm going to try and move just a touch left on this right lane. Hopefully my ball shapes up, and hopefully the left lane is still nice.
All right, great. Graham, best of luck. And by the way, the bar's asking for your credit card.
You probably shouldn't laugh about that. I mean, get it ready. Coming up next, catch the second semifinal round. Top tour performers going head-to-head for a spot on the championship. 2025 PBA Tour Finals from here in Bethlehem continue on CBS Sports Network. Group 2 stepladder semifinals. Wrapping up with the top seed Andrew Anderson in a race to 2 to win that group.
What a great guy he is, Graham. Great sport.
Chance for a lead here with a double. Out of the ring. Nice.
And so you heard him say that they're a little tighter both lanes, right? And so the adjustment for Graham would just be maybe cutting back his ball speed just a pinch. And it looked like that's what he just did there, because this one faces up nicely on the lane he's been going light on. Remember his first shot, he left the 3-7, converted that, and then he went light again in the fourth. Leaving the 3-9, converted that. This time it's perfect on that right lane.
7th frame. See the win probability.
For the lead.
Turkey for the lead by 3 RP. Oh, and the 6-pin is stubborn and stays up.
He's back in it. Troup's going to go through some transition now. He's going to make some adjustments. You heard him say that urethane ball's done on the left lane, so this match could get interesting coming down the stretch here, the 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Graham Fach 4th in points this year. 222 plus average. Big season, best of his career. Critical for the 6-pin, got that. Boy.
All right, staying with the urethane on the right lane. No surprise. Two of 3 here in game 2 for Troup on that right lane. And just think, if Graham Fach converted the 5-pin, he'd be leading.
Up by 7th frame, 6-10.
All right. There's my answer. That's fair.
This one actually hooked more than I thought it would. Nice break, getting the 4 and the 7 out of there. I actually thought that was going to go light. It looked a little bit farther right and actually overhooked. Uh-oh. Whoa!
Just enough of a nudge. Little bump on the 6-pin to get it to go. It's a big shot. And he wants a re-rack to think things over a little bit.
A friend of mine once called that skinny jeans.
Tight, Ray. Tight.
Skinny. Opposite of me.
You look great, man.
Thanks, buddy. Who paid you to say that? All right.
Graham Fach.
Oh, man. That's some tab he's racking up. Stayed with it.
Works on the spare. Did stay with the urethane. It's a 7-pin standing.
He said she done. Stayed with it.
Had time to think about it. Through the break. Left lane stays with it.
And he's going to finish on that lane.
You're surprised, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think he makes any kind of change in the 10th unless he's forced to by what Graham does in the 8th and 9th. Right here, right now, Graham Fach with a strike in the 8th and the 9th will take the lead. Max score for Graham Fach now 227, Troup 222. And that's your consolation prize. You get that guy.
The Terminator awaits you. World number 1. Big one for Fach. Good strike.
Oh, great shot.
Rips the rack.
That's called high flush. See that hand open up in the backswing, Dave? That gets that elbow in, gets that hand to the inside part of the ball where he can really rip on it at the bottom. Now, one strike away right here in the 9th frame.
from possibly locking up this match.
So on the win probability numbers. Ball wants to change that. Big strike.
Huge.
Hammers the 1-2. Tacket takes the lead by 5 pins.
Gorgeous.
Back-to-back jacks for Fach.
And a ball change for Troup. Ion Pro on this right lane, out of the Thane.
Huge shot for Troup. That looked good.
And I said it, right? The only change is going to come if Graham Fach forces his hand. He knows that he can stay in the pocket with the urethane, just doesn't know he can strike or not. And that was evident by what he did the last 5 frames before that strike. His last strike coming in the 3rd.
And the first 3.
And a different ball on the left lane. Looks like Excel.
Begins his 10th frame for the lead. It was high. 3 pin.
Yeah, that was blind.
You heard Kyle say it was blind, and it's hard to commit. He knew what the ball change was going to do on the right lane because he had a fill shot he threw with that same ball on the right lane. The left lane was a pure guess. Strike here. Graham Fach needs 9 on the first ball. Excuse me. Nope. Needs a mark still.
Calls for re-rack.
Strike here needs 16 fill.
Kyle turns 34 on Tuesday. Early happy birthday for you, Kyle. I was hoping to give himself a birthday present. He's getting married soon. Fiance Brianna's here. A lot of exciting things in Kyle's life this summer. For the 3rd PBA Tour Finals title as well.
Ion Pro now on that left lane. Is it going to be too late? Look at that.
Oh, way off.
Is that enough to make him mark? All right. Jesus Christ.
197 game for Kyle. And Pedersen to show up here.
Yes, Kyle, he still needs a mark. Oh, my goodness. We've seen it all so far today in 2 games.
Wide right.
Pocket 7-10, missed 5 pin. That.
Mark will do it. Looking for the knockout punch. He's got it.
That's got a mark.
That's how you do it, Graham Fach. First ever appearance, PBA Tour Finals. He's through. And we'll take on the world's #1. About to be 3 in a row for Player of the Year. Graham Fach rips the rack. That's EJ Tacket waiting Fach next.
That match against EJ is 2 games, race to 2.
Gonna be fun, Randy.
And if they split 1 game apiece, we'll have a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
They both got thumbs.
Try a new ball here. This match in the books for Fach. And EJ Tacket awaits.
question after this match is over. We'll let him give it his feet.
DJ, two-time champ in this event. Little experimentation with that ball to wrap it up for a 226-197 win. And the final match in the Group 1 semifinal is set to race to 2. Tacket, Fach. Let's look at our Go Bowling trivia question. Where did Kyle Troup work before becoming a full-time professional bowler?
I know.
A lot of bowling fans know. We'll give you the answer when we come back. Troup's day is done. Fach continues. He'll bowl Tacket next. Updated stepladder here, the PBA Tour Finals. Group 1. We saw Troup beat O'Neill 227-214. Then Graham Fach takes care of KT. So Tacket, Fach about to go head-to-head the race to 2 to see who wins Group 1 and makes the championship show, which comes your way tonight at 9 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Taking a look at the Go Bowling trivia question. Where did Kyle Troup work before becoming a full-time professional bowler? The answer is at Wendy's.
Let's see it.
It's a great picture.
Yeah.
Got the fro even then.
Yeah, now
it's come a long way since.
Kyle's bowled so well over the last few years, he probably owns about 4 or 5 Wendy's.
All right, so Graham Fach, great bowling again.
Yeah.
2 days in a row, first time he's made an appearance at the PBA Tour Finals, and it's a rematch of the Group 1 positioning round yesterday.
Yeah, and now he gets that guy, EJ Tacket. So it's just going to depend on what EJ's what his ball reaction looks like on both the left and right lane, and if he can execute like he did yesterday. And if he does that, it's a pretty tall order to try to beat EJ in 2 games.
All right, frame of the game presented by Beatbox. Let's check it out here, Randy, and break down what we're seeing. Big match coming up here.
Graham Fach late, throws the late 4-bagger. Here's a shot in the 9th, 1 in the 10th. Softened up his speed just a bit to get the ball to come around the corner. Kyle, man, he tried fiercely late, making a couple of ball changes, but it was just too little too late. Graham Fach takes it 226-197.
Well, frame of the game presented by Beatbox, the original party punch. Beatbox, what's your flavor? Please enjoy responsibly. There's EJ Tacket ready for Graham Fach. Match 3, race to 2 to see who wins Group 1. Here on CBS Sports Network's the 2025 PBA Tour Finals. Welcome back to the PBA Tour Finals here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. PBA proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. And tonight's BBL Salute to Veterans, we welcome U.S. Army Specialist Corps Ken Berger Sr., who served for 2 years. Thank you so much for your service. To donate, go to bbl.org.
Thank you, Ken. Thanks for being here.
He owns 27 PBA titles with 7 majors. The 3-time and reigning PBA Player of the Year, EJ Tacket.
About to make it a 3-peat.
Yeah.
5th time ever. 3 straight Chris Schenkel Award wins. He has been remarkable again this year. Begins the race to 2 match. Trip 10 pins. Great start for EJ. In 2 games you're in as the Group 1 winner. If it's tied, 1 game apiece. 9th, 10th frame roll-off, which we saw a couple times last year at the PBA Tour Finals here in Bethlehem. Here's Fach, start. Nice. Enough power and pin action to trip up 10.
Big man using his legs, using that core. He's going to need all of it. He's going to have his hands full with EJ. One-game match. Yep. Could be anybody's game, right? Two-game matches.
Tough to beat Tacket. Got a lot of shots like that.
Yeah, Graham's going to have to bring his best, and he knows it. But then anybody that goes up against Tacket, they all feel the same. Gorgeous shot once again by Graham Fach.
Crushes the 1-2 pocket.
Tacket looks like he's going with Pride Liberty on both lanes. Could be two different Pride Liberties.
Blue lane pattern. Nice. Great ball reaction. Left turn into the 1-3 pocket. Bingo.
Just right at fourth arrow, bending it off of about the fourth board down lane. Remember all the urethane that went down the right from O'Neill and Troup? That's only going to help EJ Tacket with the reactive ball.
He's won this event twice. That's for a 5th title of the season. Looking for help across the deck, and somehow the Messenger misses the 10-pin.
I think there was more than one that came across. Let's see if we can get a replay of it. All right, watch this pin action. All right, when was the last time you saw two Messengers come across?
And both missed the 10. That thing's cooking down lane. One of the best athletes of the sport. Maybe the sport's ever seen.
Incredibly strong for his size, EJ Tacket. Great athlete. Talk about his golf. +2 or 3 handicap. Hits it a mile. Pound for pound. Highest rev rate on tour for a player that uses his thumb.
Okay. Ball looks good. Focus locked in. Each lane. You saw the result of the positioning round final here yesterday was all EJ. But buckle up, bowling fans. Race to 2. It's going to be fun to watch this one unfold.
Will Graham's shot hold up on both lanes with the urethane bowling balls?
Left lane. Almost had the bucket. Guess what he's got?
You guys as nervous as I am?
It's the 5-pin again. The arms are up. As the tradition goes, if you miss the 5-pin, you buy drinks for the entire house, whoever's got their arm up. That happened once already to Graham today.
At least this one's on spot. Remember, the last one got knocked around.
Spot.
The last one got knocked around a bit.
And he missed it by quite a bit. Arms are up. Got this one. Okay. Sigh of relief.
Hey, EJ Tacket said, way to go, buddy.
That's better. Opening for Tacket. He's so good at taking advantage. Ball hit the first 3. Tacket. See that turn. And see it just rip through the 1-3 pocket again.
Just incredible out of his hand. The rev rate and the ball roll. Watch this. Great look from our guys in the truck. Great job. Just absolutely knocks the holes out of it.
Numbers in his career at this event. This is the 9th PBA Tour Finals. He's competing in them all. He's won it twice with shots like that to even the match.
Folks, if you want to learn how to increase your rev rate and throw a more powerful strike ball, snap it out of your hand. At some point in the downswing, you got to load it. Wrist, elbow, cupped, cocked, and then you unload it. You unload it into the floor. It's almost like throwing a yo-yo or a frisbee, right? That motion, and then you just screw it right into the floor. And the faster you can snap that wrist open, the more revs you'll put on the bowling ball.
Corner pin here. Somehow the pins did not reach the 10. He'll hook it, he'll get it. One of the players 9 years ago in Columbus, all the way to 2025 before we get his next PBA Tour title, Delaware Classic, to start the season.
You could see it coming, though, a couple of years ago at, there's his wife. Hi, Jen. Thanks for being here. The Elias Cup a few years ago, in the team competition, you could see it coming. His game had started to change a bit. He had more power, and he was outstanding in Portland, Maine. So to get to this point here in 2025, no shocker.
He and Jen agreed on purchasing a Specto kit for his home center in Ohio. It's a big investment. Said completely changed his game. Did that a little more than a year ago with practice. You can see every shot, the good and the bad of it. We're seeing some great bowling here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Fach attacking underway. Trying to win Group 1. Bowl anywhere, anytime with a PBA Bowling Challenge mobile game for iPhone, iPad, and Android. Individually updated with new ball options, new venues, new competitions, new challenges, and in-game rewards. Visit PBA.com and download the free app today. Race to 2. First game, Tacket by 2 out of the break. Works on a double. Trying here for a 12-pin lead. Right lane. Oh, tied. He pays the price. 3, 4, 6, 7 split.
See what he was doing with his hand there? He got around it early, which made the ball miss inside and left. And then he pays for it dearly. All right, over here, cut the 3 into the 4 and 7.
Can't convert. 4-7 stand over frame. Game changer.
Big break, big opening now for Graham Fach.
Dang it.
Suddenly down 16. And the win probability way up for Graham Fach.
So bad. All right, come on.
Tacket for the bounce back. Flat 10.
Seems like the bad shots from E.J. Tacket over the last few years, and maybe it's because he's on television so often, though, but it seems like his bad shots are what we just saw. It's not like, okay, bad shot, 8 or 9 spare, no problem. It's always the big split, and it ends up costing him. We'll see if this one costs him as well. Again, with all that power and all that violence moving into the pins, when you do go through the nose, you know, there's a good chance you're going to leave big splits, and he's done it on quite a few occasions. And that's his miss. He gets a little bit quick, a little fast in the downswing, and that hand goes around early. Well, let's see if Graham Fach can capitalize.
They're at the TOC outside Akron. Big opportunity for Fach. Takes advantage. Rushes the 1-2 pocket.
Max score now for Graham Fach, 257. EJ Tacket, 231.
But remember, this is a race to 2.
There you go, folks, right there.
To the double and a 26-pin lead. Enough to get to the 10-pin.
And that's taking advantage of the opening. That double there puts Graham Fach into the 220s now. Looking to cap off his best season ever. The Canadian Cannon.
I like that.
It's a great nickname.
Here's the Terminator.
Yeah, you can see how much better that shot was. You can watch the bottom of the swing, how his fingers pass right through the back of the bowling ball. See if you can pick it up right here, folks. Right there. Oh, that's a gorgeous look.
Games of 266, 222. Yesterday, positioning route.
Another flat 10 on the left lane. What? EJ will have to finish game 2 on that left lane. Yeah, that was rude. Twice.
The 10-pin foundation frame mark for EJ, but he is upset with the back-to-back flat 10s. Ninth for Fach, up 26. This for a 36-pin lead as we check the stat pack. To be firmly in the driver's seat.
That looks like a game 1 winner.
If you want on the left lane, I'll throw the block on again, but stay really slow. I think the last one was good on that spot.
All right, I got 2 shots. I'll give 1 of each.
Graham took a timeout to avoid a shot clock violation.
He's talking with Ebonite Tour rep Mike Wolf, PBA champion. They're going to look at a couple of options here in the 10th.
Great first game for Fach.
All right, let's see which ball he picks up now. All right, so this is reacting.
He's wrapped up the first game. A little experimentation here.
That's right again.
Yeah, that was an Ethos solid reactive resin, and that thing really hooked. It went sideways for Graham. Not sure he's going to go with that, but he might give it one more look here.
Fourth on the points list this year, 15,000 plus points. EJ's point total, Randy, 34,690.
Yeah.
Almost double Vander Anderson at the number 2 spot this year. Remarkable season. But the world's number 1 loses game 1 here. And the race to 2. One more game for Graham, and he'll win Group 1 and bowl in tonight's championship match, 9 Eastern, here on CBS Sports Network. That's a race to 2.
Oh.
That's the messenger.
Oh.
That's a great sign.
I mean, that right lane looks real cheesy for him right now. He's got a little bit of hold. He can get it right and get it back. And right now, it looks like the better of the 2 lanes for EJ based on the last couple of shots on the left where he went back-to-back flat 10s. But he's going to look at another ball as well here on the right lane.
And that looks good. What a great start. The race to 2 here in match 3. Graham Fach from Guelph, Ontario takes game 1. One more game, and he wins Group 1. Let's flash back. July 2019, Red Rock Hotel and Casino in Vegas. After tying 1 game apiece, EJ Tacket knocked off Jacob Buttriff. The night 10th frame roll-off for his 13th career PBA Tour title. Was he ever pumped in Vegas? His second PBA Tour Finals win in 3 seasons, 2017, 2019. Barbazol shave as well for EJ that day in Sin City.
All right, let's talk to EJ Tacket. EJ, just the one blemish on the scorecard, came in the 6th frame. What adjustments, if any, do you make heading into game 2?
Yeah, I had to move a little bit left on that right lane. I should have done it out of the break. I just didn't go with my gut there and moved left, threw a couple shots pretty good there. Left lane, just got to figure out how to get my ball to go through the pins. We're going to make a little adjustment there, and hopefully it's the right one, and I can put a few strikes together and put a little pressure on Graham.
EJ, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Here we go. Game 2, race to 2. Fach wins it. He advances to win Group 1. We'll make tonight's championship match. 9 Eastern, CBS Sports Network. Tacket wins. We have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Like we saw EJ win over Buttriff back in 2019. History for Fach in his country. Strike to begin game 2. Win it again in 2025, no question. The Chris Schenkel Award, first ordered by Billy Hardwick, 1963, all the way back to that first award.
I think somebody sneezed at the start of his approach, because I heard a God bless you.
Try it again here. Ready to go right lane. Tacket. Oh, 3, 6, 10.
Trust that it will hook. Gosh, dang it.
Trust that it will hook so that you don't grab it at the bottom and force it and keep it from going high. Easier said than done, right?
Even for the best player in the world, it happens.
But you know, that's why what he said in my interview with him yesterday makes so much sense, right? Like, hey, what's going on in your mind to help you perform at that level of excellence? He said nothing.
5 times, 3 straight Player of the Year awards. Tackett's about to do that in 2025. No one's ever won Player of the Year 4 years in a row. Last time was Belmo between 2013 and 2015.
I'll tell you what, he can do it.
No question. Still. Top of his game, on top of the sport. Not today yet, maybe. Going here in game 2, but leaves the 7-pin.
And that was a telling shot. Remember the last couple on that lane where he went back-to-back flat 10s. 3 10-pins in game 1 for Tacket on that left lane. High game thus far tonight in Group 1 goes to Graham Fach, and that was the last game, 246. Oh.
He didn't like it. 6-pin stands could have been a lot worse.
That's a good 9. I mean, that was big 4 territory right there. That's where he's got to keep his mind very clear. Tendency is to start thinking ahead. You know, hey, I'm just 1 game away, going for the title. Can't let those kind of thoughts creep in. Just stay the course.
Not against TJ Tacket.
Not against any, sure. Not against any of the top players on this tour.
Right. Only left to this year, Packy Hanrahan, the only southpaw last year at the PBA Tour Finals here in Bethlehem. That was, of course, the 2-hander. Tulsa really likes this format. 2 days of TV. Plays a 6-pin here, trying to knock off the world's #1 to win Group 1. Red shows in Delaware, which he won to begin the season. US Open, USBC Masters, Tournament of Champions. What a season for Fach. Breakout. 6-pin, got that. Has the mark. Things are tight in game 2. What a year. 2 majors. This could be his 5th title.
Ball change, Jackal EXJ on the right.
So throws with this, Randy. Pretty nicely, I'd say. Hammers the 1-3 pocket.
Now, what about the left lane?
Stick to the pride, left lane. Okay. That looks good.
Yeah, we got us a fist fight now.
Doubles for a 10-pin lead. Graham told us pre-tournament loves being the only lefty, full control of the lane. It's all his on the left side. It's up to him. Great shots like that to the 1-2 pocket.
Follow the transition. Avoid early hook in the front part of the lane. Just keep migrating in. And then just keep executing. Must win game 2 for Tacket. If they split, we'll go to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
To the turkey here in the 5th to tie it up.
Another high one.
6-pin.
Three 6-pins his last 4 shots.
Special thanks to Lee and Krista, proprietors. Great folks here, Steel City Bowl and Brews in Bethlehem, along with Commissioner Tom Clark there. And the shot. They have been an incredible host again to all of us here, CBS Sports Network crew, and the bowlers having such a great time. It's been fun.
Great people.
Thanks, guys.
2 of my favorites. I've met a lot of proprietors over the years,
sure have.
and they're 2 of the best. Tacket now to increase his lead to 30 with back-to-back hits here in the 5th and 6th. Remember, he made the ball change, folks, on the right lane, went to that. Jackal EXJ, I believe is what it's called. I know I got the Jackal part right.
Throw by 20. You bet. Feeling it. Locked in now. As the turkey looks for the 4-bagger for a 30-pin lead. $64,610 points for the last 2 years. The next best is Simonson at 35,000 for his 2 years. That's how dominant Tacket has been. Amazing.
That left lane's going to be the telling lane. He's going to finish on that lane. And that was the one that he struggled with in game 1. Graham Fach trailing by 30, but he's got a 1-0 lead. Can he close it out?
So happy to talk about this. Next season expanded coverage of the PBA on CBS Sports begins with the World Series of Bowling starting in May, including the PBA World Championship Finals on CBS and Paramount Plus. 31 hours of coverage coming your way next year. Over the next 2 years on CBS Sports, the spotlight on 2 of the marquee events of the PBA season. World Series of Bowling and the World Championship. We're so excited here at CBS Sports Network. Be a big partner next year. Up from 9 hours of coverage we've had since 2013, the summer swing. 9th PBA Tour Finals. Bethlehem out of the break. Fach needs it. Doesn't get it. 2-4-7.
All the non-strikes for Graham Fach here in game 2, all high. 3 6-pins and now the 2-4-7. Careful. Whoa, almost chopped it.
But didn't. It's the clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. Big shot. Takes care of the 2-4-7. Avoids the dreaded open frame.
Thank God for Dude Wipes. This could have been messy.
Fach 7. All right,
that's everything I need to know.
First light shot. Now he's going to start trying to manipulate it with his hand. Try to find some way to get the ball back into the pocket. Everything high except that one, so he's going to move in just a little bit, and he may try to get around it a bit more. But he's going to stay with the urethane.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most predictable for him. He's just going to have to micromanage now and try to find something, because as it looks right now, we're going to go to a roll-off.
Beat Andrew Anderson, the top seed in this year's U.S. Open in Indy, his home state. Kickstarting a fantastic season for EJ again. Looks for another one. Has another one.
Locked in.
Up by 44 with a 5-bagger. Mowing them down. Big lead in game 2. Stat pack breakdown. Clean bowling, no open frames, but Tacket in command. Half a dozen in a row. 54-pin lead for the world's number 1.
This game all but over. Graham is going to use the next 3 frames to try to lock back into the pocket.
Third frame works on a spare.
His move is probably chasing it in, softening up his speed a bit, and then trying to get his hand to flip around the side of it to come around the corner.
For the Delaware Open to begin this season. Prior big highlight, 2016 Players Championship in Columbus. Beat Sam Cooley, Ryan Simonelli for the major. And moment of pride, first ever Canadian to win a PBA Tour title. That was 9 years ago. A lot of change in his game and his life since. Superb 2025 season. Runs in the spots in the PBA Tour Finals. Effective in game 1, but this guy has turned it on. In game 2, to go by 54. 4-pin is stubborn.
Well, EJ found the pocket in game 2, and Graham Fach lost it. Max score for Graham Fach, 225. EJ Tacket's already in the 240s. Won't even need a mark in the 10th. Just pins. Plenty. Done. We're going to a roll-off, my friend.
That's a clincher. In game 2, we're tied 1 apiece. 9th, 10th frame roll-off coming up when this one becomes mathematically official. What a bounce back in game 2 for the world's number 1. .7 straight shows, a PBA Tour record this year. Every show made in Reno. All 6 won the World Championship. Wife Natalie was there for all of it. They own a bowling center, runs several pro shops. She has 2 different jobs in the industry. Got an 18-month-old. That's quite a life they've got going, these 2. At the top of the game. Remarkable. All tied at 1. 2-time champ of this event. Looks good. Cruising in game 2.
All right, last 2 shots for Graham. Promising. Again, it's all about getting lined up for the roll-off. And another high one. See that hand opening up at the top? There you go, right there. Elbow in, hand in. And now he can pretty much do whatever he wants, and that looks like he's adding a little rotation to it.
He will start. So I'll go 9-10 to finish.
So foul will start for DJ's request there.
Yeah, see, and he got that one a little bit farther to the outside part of the lane, and it didn't get back.
What are we doing? A little bit more.
So it looks like Graham's going to start. EJ will finish the 9th and 10th back-to-back.
Race to 2, 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Here we go. One shot roll-off if we're tied after the 9th, 10th frame roll-off here.
Max score 60. And here's the thing, if Graham doesn't strike on this ball, he can get shut out.
Bowling equivalent of overtime. Here we go. Roll-off begins to see who wins. Group 1. Looking for help.
How does that not hit it? How does that not hit it?
The helicopter messenger somehow avoids the 10th pin. I don't know how.
Look at that.
By a whisker, it still stands. That's remarkable. Not the way you want to start the roll-off.
Tacket time.
DJ 6-bagger game 2, struck a 9 of his last 10 shots. Locked in. Will that continue in the roll-off? Let's find out. Better believe it. Trip 10 pin. Big shot.
Man, did he give that shot to business. Watch this. Oh, my goodness.
Looking for the first. Oh, ring at 10 pin. A really good shot and no break for Tacket.
Oh, dang it.
All right, this next shot for Tacket, very important. If he strikes here, Fach has to double to win. If he were to get 9, Fach could go strike spare to win by 1.
One ball roll off if we're tied after the 9th, 10th frame roll off. Critical strike here. Tacket looks down. Has enough. Just enough for the 7th pin.
All right.
Massive strike. double and one.
Last game, Fach only had 2 strikes the entire game on this right lane.
Needs the first.
Another 7-pin.
It's a 10-pin, and Tacket survives to win the roll-off and move on to the championship show at 9 Eastern tonight.
Incredible. 2 stubborn 7-pins back-to-back for Fach.
Great point for Fach. First ever appearance, PBA Tour Finals. A weekend to remember. Game 1 in the race to 2, but boy, game 2 and beyond was all EJ.
A lot to be proud of for Graham Fach here in 2025.
Good job, buddy. Love you, pal. Thank you. Thank you.
Tacket to the championship match. The moment of the match is brought to you by Pilgrims. Here's the final strike to wrap it up. Chicken can be boring, but Pilgrims is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it, you love it. Put it in a nugget. Tacket regroups. We'll see him again in 2 hours at 9 Eastern. The championship show, it's a race to 2. He has won Group 1, trying for his 5th title this season. Group 2 stepladder semifinals next on CBS Sports Network as the PBA Tour Finals continues. That does it for show 1 here on Championship Sunday. Now for Randy Pedersen, the Hall of Famer, and the entire crew, Dave Ryan saying so long for now. We're back after the break to bring you more PBA action as we continue the PBA Tour Finals. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Tacket wins Group 1. Group 2 final is on the way. We'll see you again at 9 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Group 2 final is next.